honest with y'all. I'm not really the fanboy type of person, but I've always been a really big fan of Mr. Clint Eastwood. However, it wasn't really just his movies. You see, my father was a cowboy, and when I was born, he stuck around for my sister, but when I was born, he left. And after that, the only male role models I had either was beating me or he was beating my mother. And when I turned 8, my mom left, and I was passed around from family member to family member for a while. And I never really had a lot of male role models and anybody that really wanted me around. But I did have one male role model, and it happened to be Mr. Clint Eastwood. I know it seems odd, but I was always gathering any Clint Eastwood movie I could find that I could get my hands on, because I really believe that was what made a person masculine. And it made me pretty hard on myself, but it helped me get through some really dark times. Because in every single movie, he always seemed to do what he believed he had to do. But it kept me staying off drugs. Kept me off. I didn't have a criminal record. I became a police officer. And you know, as odd as it is to say, Mr. Clint Eastwood, is the reason that I stayed clean. Now I'm not an idiot. I knew that they were just movies, but to a kid they weren't. And I needed someone to look up to. And as an adult, I respected him even more, because I found he was a good person in real life, And I'm not going to go into detail because, as much stuff that's out there, it's not my place to throw out somebody else's information. But I'll just say Mr. Clint Eastwood is one of the few celebrities that truly deserve the word Mr. behind their names. And one of the few people I'll actually say Mr. And the reason I'm saying any of this is because last night, I got duped, and I was going through the internet, and I found 3 articles that actually had stated that Clint Eastwood died. And as odd as it is, and I don't say this lightly because it hit me really hard, I instantly teared up. And I'm not talking just like I glazed over. I'm talking I had tears coming down my face. Because it was almost like I found out my father just died. And it was weird. It was just, because I've had close family die, not in a very long time, but, when I was a kid, I've had close friends die, and I didn't cry at all. And I've had celebrities die, and I don't really give 2 thoughts about it. I don't give 2 shits and a giggle. I never really care about Hollywood, but that goes to show how important it is about having a role model. And I know Mr. Clint Eastwood will probably never even hear this, but I think it's important that person that you look up to knows, because they may never hear about it. They may never know, but it's important. And if you are that person, or you got to remember that. There's always eyes watching you. So everything you do it with that thought in mind. Somebody is watching you. Stay in peace. Hey guys, I want to personally thank everyone for liking and sharing my videos. Uh, if you want to continue to see my content, all you got to do is press that subscribe button and I'll notify you as soon as a new video comes out. I don't get paid for any of this. So if you want to buy some of my merch, like my shirts, like Jesus is a Badass or my Don't Be a Dick shirt, you can easily go to my merch store, which is at sogtv.org, which I will have it in the description at every video. So push that, go buy yourself a shirt. I appreciate it. Have a blessed day, and I will see you at the next episode. Thank you. Covered in mud.